Today we'll be looking at the two feminists here in the natural habitat and the power dynamics in their relationship. Observe.
What's wrong?
You know what's wrong.
The plant?
Yes, I killed the plant! I've had this for 2 days and it's already dead.
Well, one seems to be thriving.
Oh, what's wrong, my little snowflakes? Did your plant die? Who did it? Who did it? Was it the mean man next door? Aw. Do you want a hug? Oh no, wait, that's rapey.
Yeah, but, percentage-wise, it's still a fail. What happened here was survival of the fittest.
Oh.
Maybe I should just have multiple kids and then I get to only keep the best one.
Oh, do you have siblings? Kind of.
They didn't make it.
Well, they just told us the matriarchy's plans to end all men as we know it. Well, okay, I'll see you guys later. Once we're all atoms floating around in the atmosphere and in the universe, I guess we can, have a drink or something. It was nice knowing you, my fellow men. Nice knowing you.
This week we have a question that I don't want to ask.
Alright, people. I want you all to guess who is the crazy radical feminist and who is her ever increasingly scared and suffering companion who isn't quite as crazy but is equally as dumb. I'll give you 3 guesses, guys. 3 guesses.
Really? Why?
Because I'm afraid of your answer.
I'm going to give a very measured answer.
No matter what the question is?
Yes, I've been preparing all night. I did meditation.
You're just lying. How do you meditate, Gammy?
You close your eyes and you be quiet.
Have you guessed yet, people?
Chase from New York wants to know.
Have you guessed yet? Have you still guessed it? You've got one more guess. Come on, people, it's obvious.
Can men be feminists?
Don't.
If you answered the sexy brunette as the long-suffering companion, you are correct. Hey, have your key. And if you guessed that it was the coloured-haired, crazy-looking person to her right who was the radfem, you also guessed right. Have another cookie, people. Have another cookie. Fantastic. And look at the poor girl. Look at her. She's in defence mode already. Oh God, she's going to get a verbal licking at some point, isn't she? Oh. Verbal licking. Oh.
I feel that you've gotten the wrong impression of me.
What, that you are anti-men and loud and scary?
Ooh, I wonder where she got that from.
Feminism is about equality, not about women.
Oh dear, where to start? You see, I told you they're both equally as dumb as each other. Well, what have they done for men's rights? If it's for equality, what have they done? They always claim that feminism can help solve men's problems, yet I never see them do anything about male suicide, the marriage courts being absolutely in favour of women to the point of ludicrousness, and male genital mutilation for a start. Men don't have rights over their own bodily integrity, for starts, compared to women. And also, we cannot opt out of childhood, but apparently feminism is for equality. Oh well, don't mind me.
Okay, interesting.
That's what I think. Please don't yell at me.
She knew that with the wrong answer, she'd get a slap.
Of course men can be feminists. The only issue comes up is when men try to take over feminism.
Hang on a sec. I'm sorry, men trying to take over feminism. How? Who? Why? That doesn't even make sense, girl. Doesn't even make sense. How the hell do men try and take over feminism? Last I heard, men have failed and have never tried to take over feminism, as far as I'm aware. We normal men like to, keep away from it. We wouldn't touch it with a 10-foot pole. And as for your beta male allies, well, those guys are the least controlling motherfuckers on the planet. So the idea of them taking over feminism is quite ludicrous.
If men want to identify as feminists, please, by all means.
Men should identify as feminists.
They should absolutely identify as feminists.
Why? Says who? Feminism doesn't have the monopoly on equality. You don't have to be a feminist to be for gender equality and all sorts of equality, because now, feminism is no longer about gender equality, it's about racial equality, trans and LGBT style equality, etc., etc. You guys have implanted yourselves in so many places that now you're about everything, and you've basically just decided, you know what, we're gonna poison the well of all these movements, etc., etc., and we're giving to one umbrella known as feminism, because we have an insatiable need to control. So I ask yet again after that, why should I be a feminist? I don't have to be a feminist. Since when did you tell me what I should be?
The only thing that gets me annoyed is when men try to make...
You saying the only thing that gets me annoyed is a blatant lie.
Oh shit, girl, don't interrupt the women when she's talking. It's rule number 1 of feminism. You do not interrupt when a woman is talking. You're gonna get a slap, girl. You do know that, right? She's gonna go after you. She's not gonna forgive this transgression.
One thing that annoys me is when men try to make themselves leaders in feminism.
Why? What's the matter with men being leaders in feminism? Surely, as you think that men should be feminists and that they should be a part of the movement and taking a part in it, naturally they should, rise in prominence and rank and become leaders. You don't sound like equality is something that you really want. I mean, that's almost like sexism, It's like, people in the NAACP, which by the way was founded by 3 people, 2 were white, 1 were black, saying that, oh no, despite all that history, white people can no longer be leaders because, that's a problem. It's problematic. We can't be having new people as leaders. It just doesn't look right. We just don't agree with it because reasons. You're supposed to be for equality and, women having leadership jobs in real life, so how come men can't be leaders in feminism? Isn't that counterproductive to your own movement?
But okay, here, just to play devil's advocate.
Oh, God.
What's the matter? Afraid she's gonna say something that might contradict what you're saying, despite it being in devil's advocate? Ladies and gentlemen, behold the feminists destroying their own argument with a made-up argument.
Do you think that white people can't ever speak about racism?
They can. They just shouldn't tell black people, what to think and what to do.
I'm sorry, what does that even mean? White people can also be victims of racism. Surely we should all be discussing our own experiences and problems with racism. That does not mean that we are telling people what to think and what to feel. I'm mixed race. I don't feel like I'm being told what to think and what to feel by a white person when they're discussing racism. I don't at all. That's not what people do when they're discussing racism. They're discussing a subject. Okay? I don't know where you got that from, but just because a white person discusses race, that does not mean he is telling a black person how they feel and how they think and what they should think and what they should not feel. They are discussing their own experiences and are then going to be told the black person's experiences and see what they can do from that combined experiences to sort this problem out. But no, you guys don't want them talking because you think they may tell someone to do something. That is retarded.
I agree. I don't know why I asked the question.
No, you don't. I could see it in your eyes.
I'm sweating. I'm so uncomfortable.
Yeah, because now the sisterhood is going to give you their punishment for speaking out of turn, young lady.
So that's the thing about being an ally.
That bloody word. This word is so fucking stupid because they either want you to be a feminist or they want you to be an ally. You can't be both. Oh, I mean, what the fuck, guys? Make your mind up. Do you want men to be feminists or not? Can men be feminists? You've just contradicted yourself there. You just said, oh, men should be feminists, but you need to be an ally. Those two completely different things. Completely different things. And don't worry, people, it gets worse.
You have to listen. You can't speak over. You can't, add, but what if, but this, but that.
This
don't
is
try
a little
to explain.
unrelated, but when you're listening to someone, don't just stare at them with a blank face. Make sure you give some words of encouragement, ask a few key questions.
Oh my god, more contradictions, more contradictions. I told you, people, that this was going to get worse. And Felthop, why did you pull your punches? Why didn't you go all out, no mercy? Fine, I'll do it. Look, people, here are the contradictions. The Radfem tells us to just not say anything. Just listen and believe. Listen and believe. Don't add any kind of argument. Do not give your own interpretations or your own opinions, because that might trigger someone. No one can say anything that goes against the grain. But then the other person then says, oh, but, don't just stand there with a blank face. You've got to encourage them. Encourage people. What the hell? That doesn't make sense. I can't say anything without triggering them and stepping out of turn and then getting the wrath of the bloody sisterhood on me. Instead, I have to encourage them somehow. What if they're doing wrong things? Am I going to have to encourage them to do these wrong things? Jesus Christ, people. Jesus Christ. So much stupidity.
Do you not see that I'm listening in my eyes?
I can't see your eyes because they're looking at your phone.
That's true. If you want to be an ally, don't look at your phone while people are talking to you.
I think we just cracked feminism.
If you keep being lippy, Sunshine, you're going to end up with a clip around your ear hole, okay? She's not happy. I don't know how this woman has not asserted her dominance over you yet and punished you and said, stop speaking out of turn, pleb.
I know that it's tough because a lot of times you don't want to take up space in a movement that isn't about you.
So if it's not about me, how come I should be a feminist then? And how come it's for equality? If it's not for me, it's not about equality then, is it? It's all about, I don't know. Oh, what's those words? Oh, female superiority.
I struggle with this with Black Lives Matter. I want to support Black Lives Matter, but I don't want to talk over or pretend I know more or tell them what to do.
Trust me, girl, you're all middle-class slacktivists. There's nothing you could do that will actually do anything. Anything.
It's literally just lower the level of your voice.
Just be quieter.
Just be quieter.
To hell with freedom of speech. To hell with your opinion. A minority and a woman are speaking. Shut up, cishet white scum.
The thing is that if you want to be a male feminist...
But we've just established that I cannot be one, yet I can be one. But I cannot be one, yet I can be one. Yet I can be one, yet I can be one. I can't be one. What the hell? What the hell? Please, senpai, help me! I do not understand what you want me to be. Oh...
You just have to listen to the women around you and to support what they're saying.
Listen and believe, don't have your own mind and your own opinions, because that's problematic and triggering.
For instance, here's the thing that I do.
No, let me say something.
Hold on.
I'd like to say something.
Awkward.
Is this a test?
This is Sparta!
If you want to support...
If you're a man...
Oh, she's gonna kill you, bruh.
And you say that you're not a feminist, then what you're saying is you don't respect women.
That is absolute bullshit. Just because I'm not a feminist does not mean that I do not respect women. In fact, it's the opposite. I respect women. I do not respect you two as individuals because you are being nothing but idiots and anything but for equality. And... to be honest, I'd rather respect other people who deserve it, and that goes for men and women, by the way. So yeah, take your bullshit elsewhere.
Practical next steps would be if you have a thought about feminism, and you're a man, instead of writing it, why don't you look and see if there are women in the movement that have been saying that same thing, and then retweet them.
So join an echo chamber and a hug box, a cloud. Your mind with all that bullshit, keep away from other opinions that may conflict with such opinion, and basically become a mindless drone. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely fantastic, girl. Fantastic. You deserve a medal for that.
There are ways, especially on social media, to boost women's voices rather than making it about you.
That's true.
I love the arrogance. They're making it all about themselves, yet saying, it's me who's making it about me. That if I talk about feminism, if I were a male feminist, I'm making it about me. But when they do it, it's absolutely fine, because, we're women. It's okay if we do it. Jesus Christ. Why is it that every time that they say that men should be feminists, they give us the worst reasons to be feminists? Every single time. And no wonder 80% of people, let alone men, aren't feminists. Because what's the point? Your reasons for being feminists are shite. Terrible. Absolutely terrible, girl. Jesus Christ almighty.
Thank you, Chase, for risking your life and asking this important question.
Yeah, you could have been firebombed, or you could have been named and shamed on Twitter, and that could have made you kill yourself. Instead, this girl's gonna take all your pain, because the rad femme needs someone to take it out on. And with that, today's video is over, people. More stupidity. Yeah, to be honest, more sexy, yeah. Anyway, enough said about these two, the better. If ever there was a reason to not be a feminist, there is your argument right there. So, this has been CharmingMan93. Like, share the video, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all later.